Tom here, Flip Anything USA. So we've been doing a little bird dogging here. I've been sharing that with you. Another form of bird dogging, which I always recommend you do, is keep in touch with people that run into properties. But I'm talking about specifically like agents, or if you know somebody that actually actively flips or maybe does a lot of deals, like people will call me and see if I have anything sometimes that know I'm active. Most people actually think I'm an agent, even though I'm not an agent. They think I'm an agent, so I'm on lists with agents that are sharing things because they assume I'm an agent because I share so many things that are I have for rent or sometimes for sale. So about staying in touch. And so what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to just text people that I bought buildings from before, that maybe I've even, that I know are active. And so, stop here on the board for now, but it's just, here's the thing. If you don't stay in touch, you'll lose out. That's just how it doesn't matter. You can have a guy that you've been doing business with for years, and if you don't stay in touch, he's not going to think about you. People think about people that are in touch with them. And I could contact a guy in January and say, hey, I'm looking for any deals you got. And in February, he could come across a deal and sell it to somebody else. Where if I'd have just called him every 2 weeks, then I'd have a better chance of him remembering, oh yeah, Tom just called me, maybe I got, I'm in his mind a little bit. Or maybe I call the day after something landed on his desk. So that's why it's so important, because people will, no matter how good natured or how good they are, the problem is I've gotten deals from agents that are much closer to other clients, but it's because I'm actively in touch with them that they think about me. I contact them, they're going, yeah, you know what, Tom, I just had something come up. And so I'm catching them before they make a phone call to their buddy or to somebody else that they've maybe done much more business and maybe even have a higher allegiance to. But because I'm frequently staying in touch, they're going to think of me first. I'm going to think, well, I just trying to remember an agent's name, and I just remembered his name. So his name's Hale. So I'm right here. Hey, Hale. Got anything commercial, industrial office, anything in between? West Side and the freeway. Okay. So I'm going to send that to Hale, and then I'm going to go to another agent. And these are commercial guys, because really what I'm looking for, they know me, I'm always looking for something $1 million plus, $1 million plus. I'll take anything a little bit smaller, but usually everything I buy, I'm shooting for $1 million, but they'll think of me if they got something that's maybe 800,000 or 600,000 or 500,000. Usually when they got something, they're going to share it anyways. But they know I'm not real interested in houses, and they don't really specialize in houses anyways, but once in a while. So now here's a variation of the same. I copied that earlier, so I'm going to paste. And this guy's name is Jay. So same thing, giving him the same message. Hi Jay, got anything commercial, industrial, office? Okay, in this area. So I sent that out to Jay. Oh gosh, anyhow, I got a handful of guys that I just generally will text to, and I'm having a little trouble remembering at the moment. But it looks like maybe one of them already. Yep. So I already had one of them right back, and this is what he wrote. He said, "Nothing on radar." He goes, "Still have you in mind." Perfect. So I will give him a thumbs up for that. And because obviously he knows I got him in mind too, because I just texted him. So it's cool. He just wrote back, nothing on the radar, so he's got nothing going. But he's still thinking about me, and I guarantee he is now, just because I just ruled him. So this is the kind of thing, and this is probably what's going to happen with everybody that I text today. They're going to say, there's nothing right now, or everything's too expensive, because that's kind of how it is right now. But every once in a while, something lands in somebody's lap, or sometimes somebody will, they're asking too much for it, and then they're kind of getting exhausted by being on the market so long that nothing's happening. And I did reach out onto a couple of owner properties they're going to list them with agents. In fact, I have one I need to go probably drive by and check on. We could go to that too. A little house that's like 2 doors down from the last house that I bought that was a really good deal. I know this one's coming on the market, and this other house is coming on the market, and somebody had took a picture of the for sale sign and sent it to me and said, "Hey Tom, did you see this?" And I didn't. So I called the agent and said, "What's up?" And they said, "We're going to put it on the market in 10 days, and then we're going to try to just leave it on the market for a few days, and the highest bidder is going to get it, and we want to get all cash, because that's kind of the way the market is right now. It's kind of tough." So right now, I've got about $300,000 or $400,000 right now that I'd like to turn in. I'd like to put that into a building that costs maybe $1.2 million. 25% down on a building would be fine. If I need to come up a little bit more, I can dig deeper and find some more money. But that's just an average. So I'd like to find something that'll take about a $300,000 down payment, and then maybe put $100,000 in it if it needs it, or if it's something that's already clean, I can maybe dig up $400,000 and put that down and buy something. But again, I'm looking for something that's worth $2 million that I can buy for maybe $1.5 million. So that's the goal. Now, of course, you can't always pick exactly what you want, what you're going to get. But if somebody comes up and says, "Hey, I got a place for $500,000 that's worth $700,000, I'll take it." Or if there's a house that is a really good deal that's maybe worth $300,000 and I can get it for $225,000, I'll just go pay cash for that, and I'll just put it back on the market and flip it, and then maybe I'll start looking for a building that costs $2 million that's worth $2.5 million, because I have a little more money to put down. So you never know how it's going to go, but the bottom line is I'm diversified enough in my portfolio and what I know about that. I'm fine with anything, houses, commercial. I mean, I can buy anything. I've owned just about everything there is when it comes to real estate. So, there's nothing that I'm not crazy about land right now. If it had sewer and all the utilities and ready to turnkey, ready to go, I'd consider it. For that, I could flip it. But I'm less inclined to buy stuff that requires development, because development takes time. Our cities are so screwed up everywhere. There's so much bureaucracy in getting permits pulled. It shouldn't be as hard as it is today. It used to be easier, and it's just the stupidity within the departments of the city. It's just terrible. So I'm not as inclined to want to be a developer anymore, and I have developed and built and done things and rezoned, but that takes time. And sometimes when you lock yourself into something that takes time, the market can start to fail and go down. And first thing people drop usually is buying land when the market starts to fail, because of the time associated with the time it takes to develop something. So that's why I kind of like stuff that's ready to go. If it needs cleaning up or remodeling, no problem, because I can get right in there, clean it up, and flip it. But so anyways, I wrote a couple guys. I'll write a few more, and we'll see what they come back. And maybe if somebody will say, "Hey," sometimes they'll say, "Hey, I got something I'm working on," and then I'll dig into them and I'll say, "Hey, let's show it to me. I don't care if you got a listing or not. Just show it to me so I can see it." And a lot of times, agents will share their pocket listings with me. They call it a pocket listing, meaning it's something they anticipate they're going to have a listing on, but right now they don't. It's just a prospect, and they're keeping it in their pocket. But I'm very good about, have good enough rapport with agents, usually fairly quickly, that I let them know, "Look, if you got a pocket, I'd like to see it. I won't share it. I won't tell anybody. And maybe we can put something on paper, and you can just go present an offer to this person that isn't showing a lot of interest in giving you a listing, but maybe if you bring them, an offer with your commission built in, then maybe they'll consider it." So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually going to take a flight and get out of here tomorrow morning. So again, I'm just trying to get some feelers going out there, and then maybe by the time I get back, there'll be something to look at. That's it for now. Flip Anything USA, and please share and subscribe. And if you get any questions, just ask, and I'll answer them below, or I'll address them in a video. And that's it for now. So have a good weekend. Thank you.